Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about italki, and if you've been following along with my language learning journey, you know I've been testing out different platforms to figure out what actually works. Now, italki is pretty different from the apps I've covered before because you're not tapping through exercises or listening to audio lessons. Instead, you're booking video calls with actual human beings who speak the language you're learning. Here's the thing. You can spend months building up vocabulary with apps, grinding through grammar exercises, getting that dopamine hit from your daily streaks. But then you try to order coffee in your target language, and suddenly your mind goes completely blank. You panic, you forget everything, and you end up just pointing at the menu like a tourist. That's exactly what kept happening to me with French, and it was driving me crazy. I've been using italki consistently for the past few months to work on my French speaking skills. And I also tested it out with Spanish just to see how the experience changes across different languages. There's definitely a lot to like here, but it's not perfect. And I want to give you the full honest breakdown in this video. What works, what doesn't, how much it actually costs, and whether it's worth your time. And if at any point you decide to give italki a shot, I've left a link in the description below. With that said, let's get into it. So the first thing to understand is that italki works nothing like traditional language apps. There's no preset curriculum that everyone follows, no leveling system, no gamification. Think of it more like Uber for language teachers. It's a marketplace where teachers create profiles, set their own prices, and you pick who you want to work with based on their videos, reviews, and availability. Now, one thing that confused me at first is that the platform has two categories of teachers, and they're pretty different. Professional teachers are the ones with formal credentials, teaching degrees, TEFL certificates, that kind of thing. They usually have structured lesson plans, homework, the whole 9 yards. If you're starting from zero or you need to pass a proficiency exam, these are probably your best bet. And then you've got community tutors. They're native speakers or highly fluent people who focus mainly on conversation practice. No formal teaching background required. They cost way less than professional teachers, and honestly, if you already know basic grammar and vocabulary, but just need to practice actually speaking, community tutors are often more useful than the expensive certified ones. As for the lessons themselves, sessions typically run for an hour, though you can book 30-minute or 90-minute slots depending on what you want. You can meet through italki's own video platform, or if you prefer, just use Zoom, Skype, or whatever. The whole thing is super flexible. Teachers are scattered across different time zones, so you can basically find availability at any hour. Just browse, book a time slot, and show up. Now, here's the thing. italki isn't for everyone. The platform shines when you've already got some foundation in your target language, but stuck at that awkward intermediate stage. You can read okay, you understand the grammar rules, but actual real-time conversation? That's where you freeze up. That's the perfect use case. It's also great if your schedule is unpredictable. No locked-in class times. You just book whenever you're free. But if you need someone to structure everything and keep you accountable, italki might frustrate you. Teachers don't chase you down if you skip lessons. You're driving the ship here. And if you're brand new to a language, like literally don't know how to say hello, I'd start somewhere else first. Build a foundation with an app for a few months, then come to italki when you're ready to practice speaking. That's actually exactly where I was. I started using italki after hitting a wall with French. 3 months of Duolingo, grammar exercises, decent reading skills, but every time I tried to speak, I'd freeze. The hardest part was finding the right teacher. I went through 4 trial lessons before clicking with someone. One teacher let me ramble without corrections. Another kept talking over me. The third had terrible internet. But number 4? Perfect balance of patient and pushy. Once I found my regular teacher, things clicked fast. 2 lessons a week, and after about 6 weeks, I noticed I wasn't translating in my head anymore. Sentences just started coming out in French. Still basic, but that felt like a massive leap. So what do I actually like about the platform? The biggest win is obvious. You're practicing with real people. When you make a mistake, they correct you immediately. You can't replicate that with an app. The scheduling flexibility is huge. I've done sessions from airport lounges during layovers. Nobody cares where you are. Price-wise, I'm paying around $15 per hour, probably half what a local tutor would charge. Plus, most teachers offer discounted trial lessons, so you can test them before committing. And there's no subscription locking you in. Buy credits when you want, use them when you want. If life gets hectic, you're not wasting money on a subscription you're not using. Now, let's talk about where italki drops the ball. First off, teacher quality is inconsistent. Since it's an open marketplace, anyone can sign up as a community tutor. I've had excellent sessions, and I've had sessions where the person clearly just wanted easy money and showed up with zero preparation. Here's another annoying thing. Credits expire after 12 months of inactivity. No warnings, they just disappear. You paid for those. That shouldn't happen. The technical issues can be rough too. The built-in video classroom sometimes gets choppy or dies completely, and you're scrambling to switch to Zoom mid-lesson. And I need to be clear, italki alone won't make you fluent. You still need to study grammar, build vocabulary, and consume content outside of lessons. This is where you practice speaking, not where you do all of your learning. Okay, let's get into what you'll actually pay. italki uses a credit system. 1 credit equals $1. No subscriptions, no commitments, just pay as you go, which I actually really like. Community tutors usually run somewhere between $4 and $15 per hour, with most falling in that $5 to $10 range. Professional teachers cost more, typically $15 to $25, though specialists can go up to $60. So there's a pretty wide range depending on what you're looking for. Most teachers offer discounted trial sessions, usually 30 minutes for about half their normal rate, so you can test a few people out without spending too much up front. And remember, credits expire after a year of inactivity, so don't load up more than you'll actually use. Alright, let's bring it all together. So, is italki worth it? For most language learners, yeah, I think it is. It delivers on one thing really well: live conversation practice with native speakers at a reasonable price. If you've been stuck at that intermediate level where you know the rules but freeze when you actually try to speak, italki can genuinely help you break through that wall. Just remember, it works best as part of a bigger strategy, not as your only tool. And be patient with your teacher search. Trying a few before you click with someone is totally normal. So where am I at now? 6 months in, I can actually have real conversations in French without my brain completely shutting down. It's not perfect, I'm not writing poetry or anything, but I can handle real-world situations now. And honestly, that's huge progress compared to where I started. Bottom line, if you treat italki as your speaking practice gym while doing the rest of your learning elsewhere, it's probably one of the best options out there for affordable, flexible conversation practice. Alright, that's the review. If you're ready to start practicing with real people, link is in the description. If you found this helpful, a like would really mean a lot, and subscribe if you want to see more honest breakdowns of language learning platforms. I'd also love to hear from you. Whether you've tried italki yourself or just have questions, drop a comment below. I do my best to respond to everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.